In this video, we're going to be talking about how you can find movies to stream on your streaming platform. Now, keep in mind, as we go through this, everyone is creating their streaming platform or service for different reasons. If you're trying to do this as a indie production house, or if you're doing this to capture some of the biggest titles in the world, this is really going to determine what kind of movies you're going to get, how you can get it, and all of those things. So let's talk about the basics. Number one, how can you find the right movies to stream? Write down what kind of movies you want to stream, and you write down why do you want to stream them on your platform. On top of that, you have to figure out, does your audience want those type of films or that type of show on the platform? If you're not sure, how can you find out? Ask your audience. Remember, this goes back to the very basics of if you're creating the streaming platform and you're brand new, you need to have a landing page. When people sign up, they know exactly what they're getting. Also on the onboarding, you can ask them what kind of shows or movies are they interested. If you're making this for a niche audience, you have to ask them, why do they want that kind of content? Okay, let's go for an example. If you love classic movies, you're making a streaming platform for detective movies from the 1930s and 40s. Why do they like this? Do they like a certain type of author? Is it based off of a certain pulp novel? All of those things. You need to figure out why they like that content for you to be able to scale that type of content. You need to focus on what people want to watch. It's great that you say, hey, I want to stream all the Marvel films. I want to stream every Warner Brother film. Great. It's going to be really hard for you to go to Warner Brothers or Disney to be able to ask for the rights of something if you can't show that your audience wants it and you have a big enough audience to be able to leverage and get the rights to stream those types of films. If you're an indie production house and you're thinking about you want to bring on other directors, shows, whatever it is, how do you know them? How can you get in touch with them so you can start getting their inventory? Is that something you want to do? Is it something that they're looking for? Also, keep in mind, this is a two-way street. This is a relationship. What are they getting if they're streaming on your platform? Are they getting ad revenue? Do you have the audience so now it's going to reach more people? Maybe it's the right type of people that watch your streaming platform. What are you giving? It's not just about taking. This is just like dating or marriage. You've got to think about what's on the other side. Why do they even want to be involved in your streaming service? So write those things down. Think about those kind of factors to get started. Have you done this already? Do you have a landing page? Have you started attracting people? Have you asked them what they're looking for? Do you already have a connection? All those things need to be answered. In the comment section down below, let me know, where are you in this process? Do you have a landing page yet? If you don't have a landing page, why not? Do you need a website? Where can you get started using a website? Think about those things. You can have a WordPress site. You can just put something up very basic to get people to care about your streaming service and start testing your ideas and your thoughts and see if people are on the same wavelength as you. Another way to think about how to find ways to stream, you can go to different websites and look at terms and conditions and what they're doing. So let's jump into one of them right now. Okay, so we just jumped on one of these sites. I think it's how you say Vuler. This is for global content marketplace for films and TV rights. And again, you can negotiate. Once you sign up, they're going to ask you, what's your reach, how much your budget, all of those things once you sign up. But again, you can start finding different platforms like this in order to get different rights, streaming rights, and all of those things. Again, make sure you read the terms and conditions and don't just jump on this and think that you can do this for your country, or you have to look at the terms and conditions, okay? And make sure if you do not understand them, you can hire a lawyer or talk to someone for exact details for your streaming platform. But if you go over here where it says how you become a buyer, it's going to go step by step as you're looking for the content, the process of negotiation. And right here it says we support, and right here it talks about different ways of how people are getting paid for the rights of the format, right? So if you're looking at this, is it for subscription? Is it for you paying transactional for each movie that they're downloading? All of those things are explained right there. And then also you can watch this video how to buy film and TV rights on this platform. Now, this is just one type of platform, and what I would suggest you to do is there's always pros and cons of different platforms. Some people will love them, some people will hate them. Again, it depends on what you're doing with your business strategy and where you're going with your company. So don't just view like, oh, this is all I need. This will answer all my problems. Well, maybe, but it depends on your structure and all of those things and how you're going to negotiate. And so this is just one option, but just letting you know, there are tons of platforms like this out here. And if you want, maybe we'll do a versus video comparing different platforms, what we've used in the past clients have used, all of those things. But before you get to this point, just realize you have to write down what your strategy for your platform is. How much money do you have to invest in this? What's your audience like? Do you have an audience? Do you have a website? Do you know your churn rate? All of those things you need to start writing down before you start entertaining to just jump on and say, well, I'm going to start, putting this film out on my streaming service. All of those things. Look at what you're trying to do long term, and then you start looking at options like this in order to find movies for your streaming service. So what I want you to do is in the comment section down below, let me know where you're at, if this is helpful, other questions, other things you want me to review, because remember, this platform is meant for you to find out how to get started with your online business, how you can create your own streaming service, how you can create your own business, side hustle, all of those things. This is the center to do that. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure you tell other people if this has been a resource for you. I'll see you in the next video.